Hello everyone, I am Janvi, student of class 12th. I am here to introduce you to Django and its future approach. Django is a Python-based free and open source web framework used for creating dynamic web pages and web development. Some advantages offered by Django are it is secure, versatile, portable and easy to maintain. It is a tool excessively used at backend of many websites. Due to advanced features and low pricing nature of Django, it helps us to build a fully sustainable application with limited intervention. It is one of the oldest and most powerful web framework that works with MVT design pattern. It also makes web development very easy and less time consuming. Now we have Dipanshu with us who will give fundamental idea of Django modules and creating a Django based web application.
Greetings everyone, today I Dipanshu will be introducing you to Django and its various modules. Django is basically a web framework which helps us to create web applications quickly. It provides us with some preloaded modules like settings, URLs, views, modals, which makes the process of developing a web application short and compact. Once you run the Django-admin start project, your project name, say my project, a folder with the project name will be created in the current directory or current path, which will have another folder with the same name as the project, and that folder will have a file named setting.py. Now this settings.py file will contain most of the configuration settings of our Django project, like what database it should use, our application names and so on. The first thing which we need in our Django project is an app. So after we create our app by the python manage.py start app command on cmd, the first thing which we need to do is register our app in the settings.py file in the installed apps list. My app name was my app, so I will just simply write here my apps. Now this is a basic structure or architecture of our Django project, where this template is basically a user created HTML file which is used as a web page in our Django web framework. Now views.py is a file which we can find in our app folder. This file is used to process or render the requests of our web app, like the get and post requests. Models.py is also a file of our app which is used to define database models, and Django will automatically translate models defined here to database tables. Now as we know the basic files which we will need in our Django project, the first thing which we need to do after making a template is making a view. So to make a view, open the views.py folder and define a function, and in that function pass a parameter, say request, and now in the function body return render the name of the parameter you gave in the function header and the name of the template HTML file you want to display when this function is called. If you get an error like page 1 or the name of your HTML file is not found, then type the path of the file here. Now in the my app folder create a file with the name urls.py, and in this urls.py import path from django.urls. Now create a list of name URL patterns. In URL patterns call the path function and enter empty string to make the template as your default page, or any other string which you would like to enter in the address bar and access the web page. Also we are to import views from our app. Here views.homepage means that we are accessing the homepage function of our views. Now come to the urls.py file of our project folder. And here, without changing anything with the module path, import include. Now in this URL patterns list, enter the same string that you entered with path. And in the include function, pass the argument as a string your app name.urls. Just as the name suggests, it will include the app.urls URL patterns. The major benefit of making urls.py in our app folder is that a Django project can have multiple apps, and multiple apps will have multiple templates, and we may get confused in all the URL patterns. So to split them like this is convenient according to me. Now our Django web application is complete, so now let's run server and check it. Our server is now online. Let's check our website. Reload it. Yes, it's successfully executed, and this is our web page. Thank you. Happy learning.